Hi. This podcast is brought to you by Alphaniketan, the Investor Education Academy of Alphaniti. Is the telecom sector a two-player or three-player market? Well, there's a popular saying that two's company and three's a crowd. But the same would not be a desirable situation in the Indian telecom industry, currently ruled by three private giants, Reliance, Bharti Airtel, and Vodafone. The delicate financial health of Vodafone raises a question whether the Indian telecom market is moving closer to duopoly. All eyes are set on whether the Indian baby of the UK-based Vodafone is able to raise funds and whether the government extends significant relief measures to the industry. Lenders too have been urging the government to allow a moratorium on spectrum payments to Vodafone. Needless to say, this would offer some relief to the stressed telecom major. Let us now assess the challenges faced by the company, which is having a market capitalization of Rs 17,183 crore. As on 30th June, the company's net debt stood at 1,90,670 crore, which includes deferred spectrum payment obligations of Rs 106,000 crore and AGR liability of Rs 62,180 crore due to the government. Additional debt from banks and financial institutions stood at 23,400 crore. Given this massive debt on the books, it has been indeed challenging for Vodafone to find itself a white knight thus far. It continues to lose subscribers quite steadily. During the June quarter, Vodafone's subscriber base was still at a whopping 255.4 million. This is still quite a staggering number. However, we saw a huge decline of close to 12.4 million subscribers in the quarter 4 FY21. Meanwhile, tariff hikes would help enhance the average revenue per users, which fell around 3% sequentially in the first quarter to Rs 104. Tariff hikes are the most critical item facing the industry, said Ravinder Thakur, MD and CEO Vodafone India, in the earnings call, adding that the floor pricing does not have to be a longer-term measure or a permanent thing and can be done in an interim manner. If the health becomes good and there is a disciplined industry, there is no reason why the floor pricing cannot be taken off at that time. The company has taken several tariff interventions in the last couple of months to improve its ARPUs. One of them being augmenting the base postpaid rate for corporate users, which continues to be Vodafone's stronghold. Additionally, even as the company awaits a relief package by both the government and Department of Telecommunications, the government wants promoters of the beleaguered Vodafone idea, which is Vodafone Group PLC of the UK and Aditya Birla Group, to show their commitment to the Indian telecom operations by infusing equity. In this backdrop, it might help to note that the Finance Ministry has introduced the Taxation Laws Amendment Bill 2021 in Lok Sabha to do away with the contentious retrospective tax demand provisions. This is expected to augur well for the Vodafone Group. Now, what if the tide turns in the wrong direction? If at all Vodafone fails to hold the guard, the eventual downfall leading to a duopoly is not in the interest of the government, as the company owes a large portion of its debt to the government. Additionally, more the merrier would be the mantra for the government to garner a wholesome amount from the 5G spectrum auctions. Further, the lenders and current employees too will suffer if there is a default. Moreover, there would be a massive disruption for telecom users. Migrating Vodafone's users would be a mammoth task for both Airtel and Jio. In fact, the competitors too have hinted at their inclination towards a three-player industry. As Gopal Vittal, MD and CEO, India and South Asia at Bharti Airtel recently said, as a country, we do need three players. This is a large enough country with over 1.3 billion people that can easily accommodate three players plus the government player. As such, the presence of more companies in any industry tends to help the consumers in terms of offering attractive pricing terms, and the telecom industry is really no different. Therefore, Vodafone's survival is critical for the industry and the various stakeholders involved. Ensuring this would mean fixing many pieces of the puzzle. Considering that the company has not been able to raise funds thus far, substantial relief measures are anticipated from the government. Perhaps regulatory interventions would also be required for overall tariff hikes in the industry. A combination of both tariff hikes and government relief would go a long way in reviving Vodafone's fortunes and in turn supporting the telecom landscape in the country. End of the podcast. To listen to high quality market, economy, sector, company views, insights, research and analysis, do subscribe to our YouTube channel completely free of any charge. Thank you.